Hello and welcome to Crafting with Amy. Um, Today we're going to be doing a couple of different Dollar Tree DIYs. I've been having some technical issues and my microphone is corrupted apparently in my computer, so bear with me. This is the first DIY. It is a placemat from Dollar Tree with the truck on it, and I have those lines marked where I need to cut it because it's curved on the sides. And then I got these wooden pieces from Dollar Tree, and I measured those and had to cut them to length. And then I mess up and I glue. I thought using my husband's hot glue gun would be best, but I had a time. Let's just say that. Here I have glued on the wrong size, the longer one. And I don't realize it until I go to glue it twice. So yeah. Yeah. So I decide I'm going to try it again. But they have long ones and then they have short ones at Dollar Tree. I tried everything. Finally, I got my hot glue gun and said, forget this, because his is more heavy duty. So I thought it would work. So here I finally have it put together, and I'm taking some foam board from Dollar Tree and marking around the edge of it, and then I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and my mighty muscles. I need something sharper, and apparently now I need a new microphone, because the webcam microphone, that's why I record with it, but I always use the internal microphone on the laptop, and I don't know what's wrong with it. I had to download a newer, updated version of this software, editing software, and I think that's what the problems, where they all stemmed from. I don't know. And now I'm just taking some sandpaper and getting it kind of cleaned up there. Now I'm trying to figuring out where I need to cut the mat. I think they're pretty. I got one also that says blessed. It's black. It says blessed. But I'm going for a shadow box type deal here. It's sliding around on me, and I don't know how many times it took for me to, too many. I should have used like some double-sided tape or something. That would have been smart, I guess. Now this is easier to cut with my whatever, X-Acto knife, whatever it is. But I ended up taking, and I don't know what happened to that footage, foam board, the stapling it all to the back of the frame. I paint the frame first, or box, whatever it is. And I use agave. It's Waverly Agave um, chalk paint. It was the closest I could find to that truck. I guess I need to figure out a way to set up my camera behind me, because this angle, I have it set up to the left of me. But prior to doing this, I'll show you at the end, I deleted the footage because it's awful. I took a sign and put I have some scrapbook paper that I really liked, and I wanted it to be the focal point. And then I was just going to just put very minimal anything on it. Because I like things like, I like farmhouse, I like industrial, I like eclectic, I don't know what you call it, just different types of looks. So then the hot glue stuck to the paper, and I tried to get it off, and it ripped the paper, so I just kept adding things, and you'll see. It is the ugliest. If there was a challenge out there for the ugliest craft ever, it would win. I think somebody needs to do it. I don't know. I've never done one of those challenge things because nobody really knows I exist. But anyway, it would win, and you'll see at the very end. I show you. So now I'm gluing down some Spanish moss because I didn't want to put a whole lot here either because it's just, I want the truck and the words to be the focal point. Focal. Yeah, that. I don't know. Getting the craft room ready and just kept finding more stuff and more. And I'm like, what in the world? And I'm sure there's more. But so now I'm just putting some little gourds, and these came off of a garland that I have, a fall garland. And they kind of matched the flowers in the back of the truck. And then I just take some jute and cut off way too much, and I tie a knot. I don't know how long I thought this hanger needed to be, and then I tie another knot, and then I tie some more knots, shortening it up. I don't know. My brain sometimes just, I don't know. But I just have this sitting on the counter. I wish I hadn't have even put a hanger on it. But those boards come from, and you just have to measure, whatever size your mat is, because some of the boards, and I had footage showing the initial length. I don't know what happened to it. I wish I knew where all this lost footage went. And then normally my camera will freeze up, and I was done, and I was just piddling around in here, and it had recorded that whole time, even though it'll freeze up, or used to, all the time. And I'm like, really? It's been inactive all that time, and it just kept recording me sweeping and, you know, stuff like that. So here is the final product. I just set it on a little shelf here, and I've just got some garland draped. Well, that's where I'm storing it. So I like this one. I think it turned out cute. Didn't want to do a whole lot to it. And then this one is it's galvanized, and obviously it's a fall hanging sign. Now, I was only able to get 3 because that's the color I wanted, but they only had 3. And you have to have 4 to spell fall. So I got lucky because I went back and got some black. I have some copper. And so, you know, you're probably, why in the world would you paint this? And I didn't want to. But I didn't see any way around it. I knew I could not make that black, duplicate it to make it look like this. So I'm painting them, and I first thought I'd use that copper one. And I noticed something was weird about it. It had plastic stuck to it. I mean, like shrink wrapped or something. So, and the black did also. So with the black, I realized it took it off. But this one, I was like, oh my gosh, what if I painted? But no, the holes were open. So yeah, I would have rather just make it look kind of rusty had I had enough of the silver or galvanized, because that's what I like. Make it just look rusty, but that's the reason why I painted this. And I didn't do a real, you know, it's still distressed looking. And then I have these red maple, I guess those are maple leaves from Dollar Tree. And I'm not worried about, I don't want them to be completely glued. So I just put a little dab. They had stems on them, but some of the stems were coming off because of the way they had them packaged. And then since I don't have a Cricut, or anything to do lettering, and I didn't know how that burlap would take to paint. I had these pills letters, and I spelled out fall. But I put a little bit of glue on the end of that jute, and I take it through the top. And my husband was like, you're not going to be able to do that because you've got to put a knot behind. I was like, no, I'm going to do it this way. So I get them spaced out. I have to turn it here. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to get a better angle figured out. But I space them out, and I come through at the top, and that ends up being the hanger, and then go over the top of the metal, come out the hole, come back up through the other hole on the second one, and just keep doing that all the way down. I just make sure I have enough. I don't cut it yet. And then I do the same thing to the other side. And then, see, I put, like, there's 2 F's there. I was just setting them there to see what they were going to look like, but I hadn't peeled them off yet. So I tie it at the bottom on the back, and then once I get the other side, the jute through the other side, I flip it over and put hot glue on the back of each of those holes where the jute is. So I got around the tying and all of that stuff because I knew I wanted this to go over. and be seen from the outside. But I apologize for the video. I've got to figure something out. And see, I don't know what happened. I took some white paint and kind of just went in the direction of the leaves and put those peelable letters on, or stickers, whatever they are. But I like it. It's hanging in my kitchen. I just wish that I had not messed up the other craft, because, yeah, I had such high hopes because I love that scrapbook paper, and I'm still going to do something with it. I've got more of it. So these are the final results, and here is the ugliest craft. Get ready. Only a hunter would like this. So thank you all for watching, and I'm going to start working on another video. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you will, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.